They didn't even have the balls to show up. Oh well.
All right. Oh,
Is one of them here?
all right. Welcome, everyone, to the third Inquisition. Toucan, this is your very first Inquisition. Finally, Piranha's streak has been broken. Now, Mike, as a member of Old Piranha, does it do the heart warm to see Piranha finally get a victory?
No, because two OG piranhas right here did not get a victory yet. So the people that were on piranha are not OG piranhas. So it does not do the heartwarm, not at all, not one bit.
Sanam, last round got kind of crazy, and you weren't able to participate in the challenge this round. How have the last two rounds been for you?
Quiet mostly. I think a big part of it for me was it was really hard to not be able to talk to people, and so like being here while I like to think I've had like an opportunity to talk to everyone a little bit. I mean, I was gone from my own tribe, and then we had the swap, and it's just been generally quiet. And then I don't think any of us were expecting to be here. So, of course, there's always kind of the nerves. But I will say, while I was very much missing having my phone blowing up constantly, it was kind of nice that I was in college orientation and was actually paying attention because I definitely prioritize Survivor way too much.
Stephanie, all of a sudden, you see an announcement that a major game event is taking place. The next thing you know, you have been thrusted onto Toucan. Walk me through. What is that like?
Okay, so I get off a tribe of snakes and go to with more snakes.
My
Oh
grandson,
my
Susan Luke, who married that couple.
Who is talking over me talking? Anyways, there are more snakes on this tribe than there ever were before in this game, and it makes sense why there's a snake bite twist to Final Five that I won't be there for, but it's okay.
Mike, Stephanie said a lot right there. What do you make of that? Stephanie says that she's not going to be there for the snake bite twist.
Yeah, it's definitely like interesting to hear that because I guess it's really something to think about. Who do we want to be at the snake bite twist, and who do we not want to be at the snake bite twist? Especially when voting people out now. It's not something, honestly, not something I've considered right now, but it's definitely something to start putting into perspective as the numbers dwindle down. Um, Especially because we're still, at the early stages of the game. So this is actually bringing a new light of perspective.
Sanam, do you think it's a benefit to avoid the Inquisition constantly? Or do you think that those that have been to the Inquisition multiple times have a little bit more experience and a better shot of making it out of here alive?
I don't think that experience at the Inquisition is anything any of us want. I think that it's really easy to play nice and have, we're besties conversations with people when there's no opportunity to test them. So I think that you can kind of see where you stand with people more when you have to go to Inquisition. But frankly, I'm okay with not testing it as much as possible. And I don't know that being at Inquisition and having the experience of being here is inherently advantageous other than like maybe knowing where you stand with people a bit more and that they'll do what they say they will. But at the same time, like someone's mind could change tomorrow. This game is constantly fluctuating. So pros and cons, but I think at the end of the day, I'd still rather avoid Inquisition.
Stephanie, do you think that going forward, allegiances will be revealed now that we have brought this new swapped tour group in?
Oh, of course they will. Like that whole swap twist is because two people on each tribe decided to drag each other onto another team. But I think people fail to recognize that and they're idiots. So that's what I have to say. Or they just choose to ignore it, which makes them ignorant. But I don't really care because I don't think I'm gonna move forward. So I don't really care.
Well, strong words from Stephanie. It is now time to cast your vote. I am going to go off camera and mute myself, but before I do, does anybody have anything else they need to say?
What about the lima beans in the car chase?
All right, great. So, I'm going to go off camera and I'm going to mute myself while I am away. Please feel free to talk about anything you want except for this vote and the game. I will be back with the votes.
Shout out to my family that I'm missing time with for this stupid vote that I'm gonna go home in. But oh, I'm talking about the game, aren't I? Oh well. Shout out to my family. Shout out to my friends. Shout out to my computer. And shout out to my wigs that I left at home.
Shout out to my family and friends as well.
Also, shout out to the Pride population. It's Pride Month.
I feel like a bad person if I don't shout out my family and friends.
Yes, yes,
You guys
pretty much.
did. So shout out to my family and friends. Shout out to the work if you know, you know. Shout out to my friend who actually did clean off his like room so that I could come sit in here for this call because I definitely thought that he had laundry everywhere, but he very gracefully shoved it in a pile. So kind. Shout out to the restaurant preparing my Thai food around the corner because I'm really hungry. I hope they're doing well.
What's your favorite Thai food?
Oh my gosh, I'm a pad Thai girly all day. But my
I
stomach
love
was
pad Thai.
I felt heavy, so I ordered a green curry, but my friend ordered pad Thai and I informed him that he will be sharing with me, but he got spice level 3 and I like spicy, but I'm very weak. So I'm hoping my green curry will temper that. But my
Shout-
dad thinks ketchup is as spicy as he can go. Sorry, Stephanie, I didn't mean to cut you off.
no, I would cut you off. I'm sorry. Shout out to my medications. Lord knows I need them. Shout out to this wrapper of the peach empanada that I ate the other day. And what else do I have in this room? Oh, shout out to my fan. God, I need that.
Is it your biggest fan? Sorry, I had to. It was a funny joke.
It is. Well, actually, my biggest one is at home, but I'm in another state right now. So,
What state are you in?
North Carolina,
What state are you from?
Nebraska.
Which state do you want to shout out? You have to pick one.
Shout out to North Carolina.
You can actually shout out both. I just wanted to see which one you'd pick.
Nebraska hates me.
Shout out to my friend who drives me around Seattle because I drive in Portland and it's not that bad. Seattle's scary. Yeah. So I get to be a passenger princess when I visit here. Although I will drive around the freeways because I hate not having my car because your girl likes to go home when she's ready to go home. Will drive to leave.
Shout out to the DMV who failed me on my driver's test.
Oh, Mayo.
Shout out to the DMV person when I took my driver's test on my 18th birthday because I never did driver's ed. And apparently that was a requirement in Washington. I didn't know that because I moved from California. And I hit this one tiny cone because I didn't know that there were like cones at the back in the corner because there wouldn't be cones where the curb would be. You would know and you'd be able to see it. And because it was my birthday and I was wearing a tiara, she passed me and she let me try it again. Well, she let me try it again. She didn't just like inherently pass me. I was like, you did not give clear instructions. And she absolutely could have just failed me anyways, but I think she felt bad. And so shout out to that lady for giving me a license. And any subsequent problems that are caused by my driving, I blame her. I'm a good
The
driver.
DMV is crazy. Oh,
I hope
no.
the DMV does not see that shout out.
All right, I have the votes inside of this ancient Peruvian Incan skull. But before I read the votes, if anybody has a hidden immunity item and would like to play it or other relevant advantage, now is the time to do so.
Can I play that geode I found today?
you choose.
Yes, I played the Geode.
Yes, I can confirm that Stephanie does have a geode, and it is worthless. All right. Any other advantages or idols? All right, it is. I will now read the votes. Once the votes are read, the decision is final, and the adventurer with the most votes will have fallen prey to the predators in the jungle. They will have a moment to speak their piece, and then they must leave the zoo immediately. I'll read the votes. First vote, Sanam. Stephanie. One vote Sanam, one vote Stephanie. Stephanie. Two votes Stephanie. Stephanie. That's three votes Stephanie. The third player to have fallen prey to the predators in the jungle. Stephanie, you have become prey. You may speak your piece.
First off, I don't become prey. Hell no. I pray to Jesus. Second off, what else should I say? I forgot my wig, so that I can't flip my hair. I'm wearing this awful thing that I don't even know what it is. I just found it in a box. But I guess all I can say is
All right. Well, maybe a new tour group, but it seems that the original piranha is still cursed. There's much more to come on this jungle adventure. Let's see what tomorrow